Hello, everybody. Welcome to Facebook Live Yoga on Wednesdays. Today's session is going to be a chair sequence as well as some gentle standing postures, a little bit of stretching, and lots of fluid motions. So this class is going to be perfect for if you're at work. It'll be fairly short, so maybe 30 minutes or so. So you could even do it in sections, take it on your breaks. It's just awesome to get some movement, and definitely sit and stand throughout the day, especially if you sit a lot. Even if you stand, this is good to just get some movement in the body. If you've been sick or are sick and are sick of being sedentary, this is perfect for that. If you're injured or elderly and still want to get some movement as well, this is great. This will be a great practice. Quick note on that, if you are, just be very gentle, do as much as you can. If you get dizzy, we're going to be doing some forward folds, so I want you to just take that with caution. Do not fold forward if you feel like you're going to fall, if you don't have a stable chair, stuff like that. Take very good care of yourself. And then if you just want to get some movement, if you just want a little gentle midday break, this class is going to be perfect for that. So I'm also going to be talking a lot about posture and ways to start to improve your posture for our working people that work at desks. I remember I used to work at a bank, and I wish I would have done some of this stuff to take care of my spine. So we're going to talk about a little bit about that today as well. Okay, so go ahead and pull up a chair. I have a little rolly chair here. Just if you have that, try to put something underneath it so that it doesn't roll, and then put it down to probably the lowest setting, depending on how long your legs are. The setting should be, you should have a 90-degree angle with your knee. So what I mean by that is you're not up high, so this is not a 90-degree angle with my knee, or if your knees are higher than your hips. We want them to be in line, knees and hips in line with each other, okay? So the feet are firmly planted on the floor. Before we get started, I want to talk quickly about posture. I talked about this in my last video, but this is seated posture. So if you sit a lot, really start to think about these cues. We don't want the rib cage to splay open. So we don't want this rounding through the spine. See that arch in my spine? We don't want that. So slight tuck of the pelvis. If you tuck the pelvis, you can feel the abs automatically engage. So now the abs are starting to hold you up as well. We're not tightening the abs. It's not like we're doing a workout here, but if you even do that motion with me, really arch the spine and then start to feel that pelvis come to neutral. Okay? Do that a couple times. Actually round back and forth. So you start to feel where your pelvis is at a neutral state. This is obviously not neutral. This is obviously not neutral. So find that neutral pelvis. You can really feel the sit bones grounding into your chair when you do that. And that's what we're always talking about, to feel your sit bones in the earth or the chair as yoga teachers. So that's what that is, in case you've ever been confused about that. So the abs are engaged. That's helping hold us up. The shoulders, roll them forward, up, back, and down. Okay? This is going to protect the upper back and the spine. Now, I am very guilty of this. When I work on my computer, I'm always sitting in a cross-legged position. I'm usually slouched over. I'll do it on the couch. So this is something I'm working on too. If it's something that is hard for you to bring into practice, set your alarm for every hour. Start easy. Once an hour, your alarm goes off while you're at work, or set a reminder on your watch, whatever it is, and just do this. Come to this position, roll the shoulders down and back, and type from here. And then just do it for as long as you can. Don't get mad at yourself if you start to find yourself slouching. Just do it, even if it's 5 minutes, once an hour. Your body's going to start to feel better in that position, and you're going to start to automatically be inclined to do it. And the other thing, if you are a sloucher and you're really looking to improve your posture, a little exercise that you could do every time you come into this, or set your alarm every hour, even every half hour, work up gradually. What I want you to do is find that posture that we just talked about Bring the elbows up. So bring the arms up to this position and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Just do as many reps as you want. We don't want to really tire ourselves out. Do as many as you want to really be able to do this every hour or so. And then what that's going to do is strengthen the back muscles so that this position doesn't feel so uncomfortable. Okay? So if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to ask. And we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to face you guys. Feet are firmly planted on the floor. If you're just tuning in and you're starting this, we want our knees at a 90-degree angle. So find the level of your chair to make that happen. Place the hands on the tops of the thighs. Roll the shoulders down and back. Find that posture we were just talking about, that slight tuck of the pelvis. Crown of the head's drawing up towards the sky. So what I mean by that is there's a slight tuck of the chin. So see how there's a straight line from my spine all the way up my head, hopefully. So we don't want to be looking up. We don't want to be looking super down. We're sitting here, slight tuck of the chin, crown of the head, drawing up towards the spine, nice long straight spine. So just starting to arrive here. If you've been working or if you've been sick and been binge watching Netflix or on social media, taking this little break to arrive and center in your own body. It's an amazing way to get a little more energy. Go ahead and take your left hand, place it on your heart, right in the center of your chest, and then the right hand on the belly. So I just want you to start to become aware of your breathing. Not trying to change it here or anything, just noticing the patterns of your breath. Notice if you breathe more in your chest or if you breathe more into your belly. No judgment, just awareness. Maybe you breathe evenly into both. We're gonna do a little exercise to fully fill the lungs. So start to send your breath all the way down to the belly. So you should feel your hand rise. You should feel it expand. And then, so first send the breath all the way down to the belly and then allow it to fill up the chest. Hold it up there at the top and then let the belly go. Hold the chest up and then let the chest fall. So it's kind of a circular breath. We breathe into the belly. Breathe into the chest, hold, let the belly go, let the chest go. So it's a little circular action. I don't know if you can see mine. I'd rather you close your eyes and feel it in your own body. Just continuing this breath. A lot of times we have shallow breathing. We breathe into our chest, especially when we start to feel stressed. So the next time you feel stressed, place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and notice where your breath goes. You can consciously start to bring that breath all the way down into the belly. Use this circular motion of breath 10 rounds, 5 rounds, even 3 rounds, and you'll notice a huge shift in your mood. So one more round. Nice. Go ahead and bring the hands to heart center. Just set an intention to keep this practice nice and gentle. We're not trying to do more than our body wants to do today. So don't look at me and try to do as much as I can do if your body is not allowing you to do that today. So our intention today is to really listen to the body. Just let the practice feel good. Set that in. We'll go ahead and get started. So bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. Go ahead and flutter the eyes open. We'll just start to invite some movement in the body. So Round the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Just start to invite some movement in the shoulders. We're just doing some shoulder circles here. You can have your hands on the armrest if that feels better. Try to really flow this with your breath. So inhaling as the shoulders come up, exhaling as they come down, making that movement really slow. This will help us connect the breath to the movement. Reverse that direction, forward, back, up, and down. Forward, back, up, forward, back, up. Nice. Last one. Roll the shoulders forward, up, and back, nestling them in your mid-back, finding that posture once again. We'll start to invite some movement into the neck. So drop the chin to the chest. Allow the right ear to drop over to the right shoulder. As you exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, roll left ear, left shoulder. Just going back and forth, trying to link this with your breath. Exhaling as the chin drops to the chest. Inhaling as the right ear drops to the right shoulder. Just half circles with the neck. Taking it nice and slow, especially if you tend to get dizzy. Doing this as slow as possible. You don't even have to do the full circle. You can just simply drop the head side to side if you get dizzy. From here, last round, go ahead and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Take the right arm, sweep it up, grab onto the side of the head. Just add a little extra stretch here. If you want even more, you can drop the left hand, flex, or drop the left arm, straighten it out, flex that hand. Whew. Necks can get pretty tight. You can play with where you want to hang out. You can drop the chin towards the shoulder, stretch it out that way. And you can bring the chin slightly up. Just kind of hang out here, play around with what feels good. Nice. Go ahead and slowly release the right hand, bring the head back up to neutral, and we'll drop the left ear to the left shoulder. The left arm comes up, grab onto the side of the head. Enjoy that stretch. You can have your hand on your armrest if that's enough, or straighten it out. Flex the right hand. You'll see how that changes it. Adds a little extra juice. You can drop the chin to the shoulder, stretch out the side and back of the neck, maybe chin slightly up. Just play around with where you need a little extra stretch. We're really tuning into our bodies today. I started actually just realizing that I was pressing forward, so notice your posture. Tuck that pelvis under. Awareness, always being aware of what your body is doing. Slowly release. Nice. Shake it out. Just gentle head circles. Beautiful. I'm going to plant our hands on the armrest if you have it. If not, you can plant your hands down by your side if you have room. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale it over to the side. So I'm just leaning into my armrest, shining the chest up. So don't lean forward. We're not looking down. We really want to shine the chest. Try to draw that right shoulder back, reaching from the sit bone. So keep that sit bone grounded all the way to the right fingertips. Add a little movement here. Add a couple wrist rolls. You can look up and down. So many options here. Switch the direction. I like to add a little bounce. And just start to add a big arm circle. As big as you want. Getting in those shoulder blades. Reverse that circle. Connecting the breath to the movement. Once again, reach. Inhale the arm up. And exhale it down. Nice, shake it out. Inhale, left fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, stretch it over to the side. So we're keeping that left sit bone grounded. We don't want to come off the chair here. We want to keep everything grounded. We're reaching from the sit bone to the fingertips. Shining the chest slightly up so that shoulder blade is drawing down the back. And then just go ahead and add some movement. Little bounces, a couple wrist rolls. Hopefully you can't hear my wrist here. It's crackling. And from here, just add that big arm circle, getting into the shoulder, side of the body. Especially if you type a lot or work on your computer, we can tend to get a lot of tension in the shoulder blades. So this is a beautiful way to open that up. Get it moving. Nice. Last circle here. Reach. Inhale up. Exhale that hand down. Nice. Cool. Shake it out. Take this into a gentle spinal twist, and then I think we'll make our way to standing. So once again, right fingertips up towards the sky. Bring the left hand to the left or to the right knee. So left fingertips, right fingertips up, left hand, right knee, and twist. Grabbing the back of your chair with your right arm, using that left hand to help twist. So as we inhale, really draw the crown of the head up towards the sky. So we're trying to find little extra space in each of those vertebrae. As you exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. Maybe the gaze goes over the right shoulder. You can use the knee, the back of the chair, to get as deep of a twist as you like. Keeping that deep breath. I know that the lungs are constricted here. Try to focus on the breath. Last inhale. Exhale, last little twist. Give it a little extra squeeze and slowly release. Bring the hands to the left armrest. Just fold it over. We're just loosening up the spine, neutralizing it before we make our way to the other side. Inhale, right fingertips up toward, left fingertips up towards the sky. Right hand on the left knee and twist over to the left. Grabbing the back of the chair with your left hand, using that right hand to just add a little extra juice. Inhale, crown of the head draws up, finding space in the vertebrae. Exhale as you twist a little deeper. Try to keep those shoulders rolled down and back. Staying with your breath. Last deep inhale. Exhale, give it a squeeze like we're wringing out the spine. And slowly release. Hands come to the right armrest, like we're doing a little push-up. It just helps neutralize the spine. It feels a little weird in the chair, but go ahead. Last move here, and then we'll make our way to the floor. So come to the edge of your seat. Make sure your chair is secure. We're going to do a little forward fold. If this doesn't work for you, just hang out up there. Stay with your breath. Maybe come back to that circular breath. But knees are wide. We're going to shine the chest forward. So try to come forward with a flat back. And then let the head and neck hang. So we're just letting everything go here. Even the shoulders. Let the elbows come underneath your face, the palms underneath. Just let them go. Let them hang out on the floor. You can rock the neck, or rock the head, yes. Shake it, no. Maybe even sigh it out. See if you can fully submit to the forward fold. Nice. From here, inhale, come up onto your hands. So halfway lift, and then just start to slowly make your way up. Nice. We'll make our way to standing. Make sure your blood comes back. Don't stand up if you're dizzy. We'll go ahead and remove the chair. We're going to come back to it, so don't let it go too far. From here, we're going to come into our Tadasana. If you took class last week, you know all the cues. Once again, we don't want that sway in the back. Tuck the pelvis under. Shoulders are rolled down and back. So see how straight and aligned I am? Crown of the head drawing up towards the sky. What I want you to do with your feet, I really want you to bring your focus into your feet. Imagine having two floorboards underneath you. Try to rip those floorboards apart. So if you take a look at my knees right now, I'm pulling up on the arches of my feet. If I allow my arches to cave, my knees cave in. This could be very detrimental to the knees. So I want you to think about pulling up on the arches of the feet. Pull those floorboards away from each other. Do you see that activation through my legs? You should feel the activation through your legs all the way up into the sides of the thighs. You should feel that. You should feel nice and strong and sturdy here. Fingertips draw towards the floor like you're shooting energy out. So really active through those hands. Actually, I'm gonna roll through the fingers a little bit, especially if you're at work and you're typing. Just really active through the hands. You can squeeze and release, squeeze, release. Nice. Okay. From here, I'm gonna do a little standing cat-cow. So interlace the fingers. We're gonna press the palms away from us, around through the spine. So bend in the knees, rounding through the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. So it's kind of like our cat and our cat-cow when we're on all fours. So exhale, press the palms away from you. As you inhale, start to reach the palms up towards the sky. Straighten out the body, release the hands, elbows go behind you. I'm gonna flow through that. So exhale, as you clasp the hands, press the palms away from you, tuck. Inhale, reach the palms up towards the sky. Excuse me, release the elbows behind you. Go at your own pace, exhaling as you tuck. Round through the spine, press into those hands. Inhale, press the hands up towards the sky. Straighten out, release those elbows behind you. Two more times like that. It looks really awkward, but it feels so good. Last one. Nice, shake it out. Beautiful. So inhale, reach both fingertips up towards the sky, really drawing the elbows up towards the ears. So if your elbows don't quite do that, just really try your hardest. Then we're gonna grab the left wrist, extend, and then reach over to the right side. So we wanna try to keep the hips, keep the weight even along the feet. So I don't want your hips going way out here. Keep the hips stacked right above the ankles. Try to reach from that, from the waist. Gaze can go up or down or just straight forward or roll through the neck if you like. Inhale up, grab onto the right wrist, straighten it out. Keep the weight even, stretch over to the left. Nice. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, release those arms. Woo, that made my arms tired. So from here, we're gonna come into a leg stretch. So step the left foot in front of you, maybe about a foot. So the hips and the toes are all pointing forward. I'm still standing forward. I'm just literally just taking a step forward. Hands come to the hips. Shine that chest forward. Inhale, as we exhale, we're gonna start to hinge at the hips. So walking the hands down the legs, or the left leg, excuse me. So what I mean by hinging at the hips, I don't want you to start rounding forward. Shine that chest forward, start to walk the hands down the left leg. If they land on your shin, that's perfectly okay. If that's getting you enough of a stretch, stay there. If you can reach the floor while keeping that flat back, if that can happen for you, now you can let the head and neck hang. But if this is enough of a stretch for you, stay there. We're going to use our yogi breath, inhaling, finding length in the spine. Exhale, see if you can release. Maybe you sink a little deeper. Sometimes it's just a centimeter. Sometimes there's no more, you don't fold forward anymore, but see if you can release through the legs. See if you can release the muscles so that we're not working against the muscles, we're working with them. We're allowing them to relax, telling them it's okay. We want to be stretching and lengthening like this. Breathing deep. On your inhale, bring the hands to a halfway lift and then start to walk. the hands all the way back up. Coming to standing, bring that foot back. Come to a quick Tadasana, hands at heart center. Let the blood come back to the body so we don't get dizzy when we fold forward over the right leg. And whenever you're ready, step that right foot forward, about a foot. Hands come to the hips, shine that chest forward. Lead with the chest as we start to walk the hands down. On your exhale, wherever you land. This is called pyramid pose. Just stretching out through the entire back of the right leg right now. If your hands reach the floor with a flat back, you can let the head and neck hang. If this is as far as you could go with a flat back, stay here. Do as much as you can. Taking care of the body, working with it instead of against it. There's no competition here if you're doing this with someone else in the room. No competition with me. Not even competing with yourself, just doing your best. Every day we're different. Depending on what we ate, depending on how we slept, depending on if we worked out. The body changes every single day, so just let go of that competition. Strive to do your best, but don't get down on yourself if you're not doing as good as you did yesterday. Inhale, come to a halfway lift, and then slowly on your exhale, start to rise, walking the hands up the leg. And step the feet together, Tadasana, let the blood come back to the head. Or drain out of the head so we don't get dizzy. Coming back to center. Coming back to your breath. Awesome. We're going to do a little standing posture. So it's called tree pose. Bring the hands to the hips. It's going to be a balancing posture is what I meant to say. Shift the hips to the left foot. Bring the right toes next to the left foot, like a little kickstand. And we're going to open the knee up to the side. This is a perfectly beautiful tree pose. If this is adding enough balance for you, stay here. If you want to start to take this further, find something out in front of you that you can stare at. So a lot of balance is in our gaze. So we want to focus on something that's not moving. And then you can start to bring the foot up to the calf. If you want to take this further, you can start to draw the foot up further, but just not on the knee, okay? So it's on the calf. If you want to challenge yourself, you can grab onto the ankle, press the foot into the thigh. So the thigh is pressing into the foot is pressing into the thigh, then we can start to grow our branches. If your foot is on your calf or still on the floor, that's perfectly good. You're still building that strength in the foot. Still working on balance. Come into any version of a tree that you like. Nice. Start to draw the right knee forward. Grab onto it with your right hand. Left arm out straight, like a T. Start to open the knee up to the side. Ooh. My left foot is burning. I don't know about yours. Try to keep that balance. Stay focused on that point. Hopefully you're not watching me because I'm not very sturdy right now. Bring that knee back to center. Slowly release. Woo, shake it out. Nice. Good job. All right, let's make our way to the other side. Hands on the hips. Shift the weight to the right side. All the way into that right foot. Left toes come to the side of the side of the right foot. Knee opens up to the side first. Perfectly beautiful tree pose if you want to grow your branches from here. If you're ready for some more, bring that foot up to the calf. Or maybe onto the thigh, just not the knee. If it's on the thigh is pressing as much into the foot as the foot is pressing into the thigh. Start to grow your branches. Coming into the tree that you want to be today. Please, please do not get frustrated with yourself if it's not working today. I've been doing yoga for 13 years. And the other day in class, I could not balance in my tree pose. We're different every single day. Bring the right arm out to a T. You're gonna bring that left knee forward. Grab onto it with your left hand. Woo! Slowly draw the knee out to the side. Palm facing up of the right hand. Just helps add a little balance. Woo! Hopefully your point of focus is not me. There's lots of wind here today. Oh my goodness. Draw back to center and slowly release. Shake out the right foot. You see what I mean? Find some joy in it. Playful. Just be playful like children. They don't get mad at themselves when they can't balance. All right, shake it out. Last little standing pose here. Bring the feet hip width distance apart. We're going to inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. I'm just going to do a little ragdoll. Exhale it over to the side. Bend through the knees. Sweep the hands along the floor. Stand it up. Whew. Letting everything go. It's a beautiful way to add a little energy. If you're getting that midday crash, last one, inhale up. Let the blood go back out of your head before going over to the other side. Slight bend in the knees, sweep the floor. Little ragdoll action here. Close the eyes if you get dizzy. Take it nice and slow. I'm doing it a little bit quick, but if you get dizzy, you can take it slower. Last one. Reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Palms come together. Exhale, draw it into heart center. Beautiful. Let's take it back to our chair. Finding that balance, or finding that posture, I should say. Feet are firmly planted on the floor. Shoulders are rolled down and back. Slight tuck of the pelvis so the abs are engaged. Crown of the head drawing up towards the sky. Nice. We're just going to stretch out the legs one more time. So go ahead. Oh, actually, let's do some ankle rolls first. Go ahead and stretch out the left foot. Flex the toes towards the sky. So flexed foot. And then we're going to point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. And then add some ankle rolls one direction. And opposite direction. No matter what you do, whether you sit all day or stand all day, do ankle rolls. Keep those ankles nice and safe. Point and flex. Slowly release. Woo, shake it out. I can feel that in my thigh. Straighten the right foot out. Toes flex up towards the sky. And we're going to point and flex. Point. Flex, keep that going. As I was saying, we really want to keep the ankles nice and safe and protected. Add some ankle rolls. Sucks to roll an ankle, so if you just do this every day. One person I learned from said to do as many in all of your joints, like literally your shoulders, arm circles, wrists, ankles, knees, to do as many circles as you are your age. So I would do 31 ankle rolls. He said that that's the secret to keeping your joints nice and healthy. Go ahead and release. Nice. We're going to do a little stretch. So bear with me. If you don't have a lot of flexibility in your legs, just keep it nice and light, okay? We're going to grab onto the big toe. So take your peace fingers, grab onto the big toe. So keeping that back nice and straight. I'm not letting my leg pull my shoulder forward. I'm keeping that shoulder rolled down and back. Then you can start to straighten the leg wherever it goes. If this is enough of a stretch for you, you can hang out here. Slowly start to straighten that leg. If you can't grab onto your toe, you can always use a strap or even a little hand towel. Whatever you have handy. Breathing into it. Try to stay with your breath. It may be intense. Most thing we can do when these poses get intense is to breathe. Release, bend back into the knee. And slowly release that toe. Nice. Shake it out. Opposite side. Bending into the knee. Taking your peace fingers. Grab your big toe. Can hang out here, play around a little bit, then start to straighten. Try and keep that shoulder roll down and back. Breathing into the entire left leg. Nice. Start to invite that bend back into your leg and slowly release that foot back to the floor. Nice. We're going to come into one more forward fold. So heel toe the feet wide. Come to the edge of your seat. Once again, take care. Don't fall out of your chair. We're going to lead forward with the chest. So flat back, and then let the head and neck hang. You can even find a little sway side to side. If you want a little extra, you can grab onto the elbows. That just adds some weight. Sigh it out. Letting everything go. Slowly release the elbows and just start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Engage the core. Let the arms hang heavy until you make your way all the way up to seated. Shake it out. Bring the feet back. That's another thing, taking a note on the breath, how we were talking about the breath in the beginning of class and how you can really release anxiety and stress through this circular breathing, just making sure that we fill the entire lungs up with air. Sighing out as well, just such a beautiful practice. People never want to do it in class, but I make them anyway because it just really is a beautiful way to release. If you feel a lot of tension built up, just let it go. Make some sounds. Like it's a game changer. So don't be afraid to breathe and make sounds and do whatever your body needs. Release that tension. Okay. So from here, we'll just start to come back to center. So place the feet firmly on the floor, tops of the hands on the thighs. Find that posture, slight tuck of the pelvis. Close the eyes. We're going to start to come back to that breath. If you want to place your hands, left hand on the chest, right hand on the belly again. If you need that to help you do that circular breath, we're going to come back to that breath. So inhale into the belly. Send the breath all the way up to the chest. Exhale the belly. Exhale the chest. Inhaling into the belly first, then the chest. Let the belly go, then the chest. Really learning how to control the breathing. The breathing is very much associated with our nervous system. So when we're stressed and tense, if you can control the breath, you can control that anxiety and that stress for the most part. You can start to play with that and learn how to do that. Just with simple things like the circular breath. We're going to do 10 more rounds. This will be how we end our class today. So keep that circular breath going. You should see also at the end of any kind of breath work, you can use breath for so many different things. Keep that breath going. If you feel low in your energy, there's breath exercises for energy. If you feel anxious, like we were just talking about, there's breath work for anxiety, breath work for calming down, breath work for sleep. So if that's something that you want to incorporate in your life, just simply Google breath work for sleep, breathing for sleep, breathing for anxiety, breathing for energy. Guaranteed you'll find a YouTube video for whatever you want. I think that was enough time for 10 rounds of breath. Go ahead and release your hands back to your thighs. Let the breathing come back to natural. Close the eyes. We'll just do a quick Shavasana. We're not laying down, we're just doing it sitting up. But what we really want to do is let the mind go. If any thoughts arise, just picture them like clouds passing by. Say a thought enters, imagine it's a cloud. Just simply let it go. If it's something important, say I'll get back to you. Now is not the time. Keep moving along. That's actually a huge misconception with meditation, is that we have to clear the mind. It's pretty much impossible in the world that we live in today. So what we want to do rather is start to observe the mind and start to control the mind. So we see those thoughts enter, send them away. That would get us closer to clearing the mind. But if you've ever tried meditating and you have said, I cannot meditate because I can't clear my mind, you are just like everybody else. It's about controlling that. Starting to become aware of the thoughts that arise when we are sitting silently. You're starting to bring your awareness back into your body. Maybe giving the toes and the fingers a little wiggle, roll through the wrists. Add a couple little gentle half circles with the neck, so forward only. Roll through the shoulders, bring my hands to heart center. Just take a moment to thank yourself for taking this time out of your day to focus on your body and your mind, to do something good for yourself. The more we can do this self-care, the better we can show up for ourselves, for our families, for the world. So it may seem like not a lot, but it really is. The more we can do positive things for ourselves, the more this world is going to change. So it may seem minuscule, but it really isn't. It's really huge. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be here again next week. If you've been tuning in and you want something specific, feel free to let me know in the comments. If you liked this video or think someone else will find value in it, please give it a like and a share. And yeah, let's keep this going. This class is for you, so let me know what you guys want. I'm just going to keep making stuff up until I start to know what you guys need. So that can be anything from a concept, how to reduce stress, how to relieve anxiety, how to get better sleep, or it can be something physical in the body, like my back hurts, I want to strengthen my back. Anything you can think of, let me know, and I'll try to incorporate it in next week's class. So thank you again. Enjoy your guys' day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Namaste. Have a good day, you guys. Thank you so much.